Hi guys, we're back at Smash Fishing and we're going out ormering, baby. It's not the best tides, it's a really rubbish tide for ormering, but I've come to some pools where I know people have been, but hey, we could find a lobster, we could find some ormers. So hopefully we'll not break our back and get some. It's Smash Fishing, baby. Woo! As you can see, this place here is really high up the beach, but there's giant pools here and ormers lay in them. We know this, we came here on the first nighttime tide and we managed to find a few, so hopefully not too many people have been here and there's some left. Oh, nothing under that one. That was a perfect rock, slightly buried, loads of creatures under there and a big old caboo, but no ormers. Loads of sea lemons around this time of year. What I'm doing is I'm trying to find the rocks that are slightly buried but they've got a cave underneath. Usually, like when places have been hammered like this, that's where you're going to find them. Check this out, guys. Little baby lobster in here. If I can get him out. I've just seen the little mound there and lo and behold, a little lobster comes crawling out. Here she comes, look. There you go. A little baby telephone, and look at his little claws growing back, both of them as well. It only takes them a few years to grow their claws back. As you can see, they're all jelly-like. Put it back in his hole. See you later, Mr. Telephone. As you can see, there's a puff of sand coming out of this hole here. That means there is something, and I can see it. It's a lobster. That means something was trying to dig this out. And there he is, look at that. That could be a keeper. Just move him around a bit. There we go. Oh no, she's not a keeper. Look at his claw though. That one's been mangled. Female as well, but definitely not big enough. There's always that telltale sign when they dig out that sand like that. That's where the lobsters are. First ormer of the day. Not a keeper. There's some beautiful cushion stars there. Awesome, lovely colours on that one. But keeper yet. First keeper. Look at that. Beauty ormer, that one. Lovely and chunky. And I'm in a boulder bed. You can see where someone hasn't put any rocks back. And bam, they missed one. What a beauty. Let's get this rock back. I'll have a little look around in here now. Hopefully we can find some more. Got another one here. I'm not sure if that one's in. So I'm just going to go up to the hook and just have a little measure. Nope, she's out. Put that one back nicely. There's some big rocks in here that haven't been turned, so I'm going to go in, see if we can get the ormers out of here. Got another baby one here. Just under. Oh, just under. Beautiful strawberry anemone there. You can see the really pretty green dots on it and all of the vibrant red. Such a pretty creature. This right here, guys, that's the Cornish clingfish. Really cool little creatures they are. See the orange on them. Really beautiful. Don't want to keep them out of the water for too long. We got some ormers to find, hopefully. Ugh. Sticking to my finger, look at that. There we go, bud. Back you go. See you on the next one. That's more like it. Check that little bad boy out. It's got his little friend there as well. She's in a beauty. Oh, there we go. Another one down. Found a little buried rock here. And you can see everything's white where people have been. So I'm just going under the stuff that hasn't been turned, or I think hasn't been turned. Pretty little ormer down there. Let's get her back. These rocks are huge. And nothing. Whew. We got another one. What a beauty. I love the green on that one. The green stands out really well. Nice size, beautiful. Is that a lobster? There's a lobster. Got it. Ah, there's a lobster there. No ormers though. Lovely to see. It's quite soft, that lobster. Look at that, beauty. Got the rock back now, guys. Put him under there so he doesn't get crushed by anything. Always got to look after the sea life when you're doing this. Protects them for the future. We're going to run through this boulder bed here and probably pull my back out. Got a small abalone there. Check that out. It's eating a piece of kelp. See, there's quite a lot with them. They draw it in and their mouth's at the front there where they consume it. Really cool to see. Got some bean sea squirts. There's hundreds of ormers about this size. Everywhere you go there seems to be a lot of them. Great for the future, but we want some keepers. That lovely sized sea urchin there. This is called the green sea urchin. You can always tell them apart from the green, and then they got little purple tips to them. Cool little creature. Put that back down there, get the rock back. Yay! Ormer down, baby! That was a chunk of a rock. No more underneath. At least we got one out of it. This one was just out, only by a millimetre as well. What a shame. Put him back under the rock. He can go see his friends. This one could be a keeper. Looks a bit bigger. And look at that. Bang on the money. Another ormer down, baby. That one was bang on as well. I'll take what I can get today. As long as they're legal, that's all that matters. You got a really pink ormer there, and then one really green one. This one's just out of size. Finding quite a few that are just about a millimetre under, and that's not what we want. We want those keepers. Come on.
Nobody home.
Check that out. That is one beautiful ormer right there. Cushion stars, gelatinous scale worm there, and loads of sea mats. Now that is a big ormer. Look at that one. What a monster. Easily biggest of the day, that. It's got to be best part of 4.5 inches long. That's a beauty, that. Under this big rock. I thought, oh, I'll lift it. It's in a place where loads of people have been. And just goes to show, there could be monsters around. There's another little baby one on the bottom here. If anyone knows what this sort of sponge is, this red one, I'd love to know. Leave it in the comments. Beauty, what a beauty. I'm gonna start lifting a few more of these bigger rocks. So it seems like a lot of the ormers. Oh, I see one already. Look at that, in the corner there. See if we can pop him off. Check this out, guys. Another lovely size ormer just sitting on the side of this rock here, look. Beauty. That's another one in for sure. Yeah, look at that. Lovely ormer. Nice size brown crab down here. Look at that one. See if we can get him out. Come here, bud. It's the thing with brown crabs, they don't have to wedge themselves in well. Look at that one. Beauty of a brown crab. Solid as well, big male. I don't think it's a keeper. I probably wouldn't keep it that size anyway. But there you go, just out of size that. That's a lovely size brown crab. Beast. Nothing. Check this ormer out, guys. It's literally sitting on top of the rock. You don't often see that, and look at that. That's a keeper as well. Keeper ormer. I don't know why it'd be on top of the rock, but she's a keeper. She's going in the bag. Really? One baby ormer. Woo! Feeling the burn. We are feeling the burn. Good sized squat lobster there. Also known as the olive squat lobster. I love the way they're swimming around. As you can see, I'm still finding tons of little ormers, but there's just not a huge amount of massive ones here. We've got a fair old bag full. Let's try and lift that giant. Got another one here, guys. I couldn't lift this rock. I was being a bit ambitious. I'm not that strong, as you can see. Perfectly in. We're starting to build up a nice little bag full now. I don't know how many we've got in there, probably about 7 to 9. So I'm going to work my way through this little gully. As you can see, the rocks are white, but there's lots that they've missed. And as I've been going through, I've just been turning rocks back, because it's always good to put them back. And as you can see, the anemone stings get me every year. All worth it for a nice old feed of ormers. Nothing under that. Bugger. A lobster just bit my finger. Look at that, bit of claret. Lovely. But I know there's a big ormer under it, and it's a chunker of an ormer. It's not a very big lobster. But the ormer, definitely a keeper. Look at that. That's a mother of an ormer. That lobster split my finger like a tin can. How nice. The only problem with finding ormers by cricking is you get stung to high heaven by the snake lock anemones. But look at that. This is where we find the big ormers. You can see on there, there's star Ascidian. See the little white stars with the purple background. Really cool creature. Another keeper down. I just dropped the whole camera and everything in the water. What a nightmare that was. There seems to be a few ormers around here, so I'm just going to work in this little area and just see how we get on. Look at that for a chunk. That is a beauty. Lovely thick ormer, that one. That's a beauty of an ormer. And I was just about to pack up and go home. I'm going to be looking around here a little bit more now. There's a lot of boulders that haven't been lifted by the looks of it. So we will see if we can find any more. Starting to work my way up the beach now, guys. We're starting to not find much. A lot of it has been hammered. We've got a little bag full, so I'm going to get to the top now. And I'll give you a little show. I'm just going to take a little walk round, just see if we can find any strays. Just shows in a place that has been hammered by foragers, you can still find some really chunky ormers. Look at that. That's a beauty. And like all of the rocks around here, they've all been picked up. There's just a couple that I've been picking up that just look like they haven't been touched. So I've been picking them up and finding them. Little star Ascidian on that one again. Beauty. I definitely got my tiger stripes today. Look at that for an anemone sting. I'm gonna have a brown stain on my arm for the next year. Look at that, that's a beauty. I've just found me another chunk. Look at that. We're finding some beauties, man. Just under the rocks that haven't been turned. Just goes to show the boys are lacking because they've missed loads. Let's see if there's any under this one. Nope. Another one bites the dust. we're starting to get a nice old bag full now. I've actually just stuck around here lifting up these little stones because there seem to be a few ormers that have been missed around here. So I'm just going to work my way through this. As you can see, there's a lot of white rocks. And that's from people not putting them back. What happens is when you flip a rock, you see all the seaweed that's grown on the top. You flip it, and what happens is the seaweed underneath the rock dies and rots away, and all of the creatures that have been growing on the top, on the bottom of the rock, all perish as well. So it's always best to put them back. There's always a risk of crushing a few creatures, but that's better than destroying the whole rock. Got another really pretty one here. Is she a keeper though? Nope, she's out. Lovely, lovely ormer. Some really colourful ones this year. They are very colourful. Just going to measure our ormers, guys. We actually ended up with a good haul in the end. That's not bad going at all. There's a few here that are just in, so I just want to double check, because what happens sometimes is when you're walking around in the bag, the top can chip off them and then they're undersized. So you don't want to be caught with undersized ormers, you can get massive fines. So that's the last thing you want. But we got some absolute chunks today. Look at the size of some of them. Beauties. Right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a juicy one. 8. Yeah, that one's just scraping. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and that one's a beauty. 15 ormers. That's not bad at all. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to give some to my pop, because he hasn't had any this year yet. A good tip for anemone stings is get yourself some really good antiseptic cream and put it on straight away, because that will it seems to neutralize the sting a bit. My arm's going to swell up tonight, that's for sure. What a beauty. War wounds. We made it back to the wagon. Look at that. Beautiful. Some absolute stonking ormers in here. Some of my biggest ones this year. They're proper chunks. Especially that one. That's the biggest one of the day. That's an old school ormer. Beauty. So I'll see you in the kitchen, guys. That's where we've come from, all the way down there. What a beautiful island. Back in the kitchen now, guys. I've got my ormers all battered up. And as you can see, nice and tenderized. And all I'm going to do is just flour them. And we've got some nice little white pita breads and some lettuce. And make some nice pita breads out of them. All I'm doing for this, guys, I've got my flour in my tub. What I'm going to do is add some nice sea salt, some smoked paprika, and lots of black pepper. It's quite a normal way of cooking ormers like this, is just frying them in some flour. And all you got to do, just get it all mixed up, get your lovely ormers, get them in there, and just dry them out in there. And that's it. You'll get a nice little crunch on that. So we'll get the rest done now. We'll get them fried up. Can't forget the good old sweet chili sauce. What I do is I put the pita breads into the toaster, and what it does is make them puff out, and then you can open them up ready for your filling. All we need now is the pan to heat up a little bit more. We've got some nice crispy ormers. These are smelling absolutely delicious. It's been a while since I've cooked ormers like this. Just with straight up flour, a few seasonings. Can't wait. Love the smell of ormers. You never want to cook them for too long, guys. As you can see, they're very soft already. So another minute, these are done. So all we're doing, guys, we've got our lovely ormers here. All I'm going to do is just cut them into nice strips. As you can see, they are soft as anything. Doesn't take barely anything to cut these. Whoa, that smell. Absolutely delicious. Move all these over. I'm not too fussed what it looks like. And with our pita bread, go in, cut one side, just like so, and open that bad boy up. And as you can see, loads of room for our lettuce or whatever we're putting in it. In this case, I've got some of this stuff. Get that green stuff in there. Beautiful. And what I'm going to do is just stuff it full of ormer. Oh yeah, my mouth's watering already. And it is as simple as that, guys. That is an abalone pita bread with sweet chili sauce all over it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. I'm actually really excited for this. Would help if I had a bit of light on the subject, but look at that. What a beautiful meal. I've never had ormers like this in a pita bread before. But we will see what it tastes like. Mmm. Wow. I'd prefer the fried ormers like this in the pita bread than the lobster. Mmm. Lovely bit of crunch there. You'd pay a lot of money for that. If you had a burger stand and you managed to find some abalone and you made these, you could sell them for quite a lot. They're absolutely delicious. The ormers are so delicate. As you can see, look at this piece here. And you can just break it off like it's nothing. It really is so important to tenderize ormers. It makes a world of difference instead of eating a rubber boot. Oh, that is so good. So I won't leave you any longer, guys. I'm going to demolish this. This is my tea. So stay tuned. If you want any merch, the link's in the description. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. There's going to be plenty more to come. It's bass fishing, baby. Woo!